I'm worried, Jack. This trial means everything to Abigail.
They will rise to the challenge.
We need to develop a winning strategy.
And will find the courage.
Let's cut to the chase. If Hallmark sticks to tradition, When Calls the Heart Season 13 should land sometime in early 2026. Now, what do the Hardys want from Season 13? A lot, and they're not shy about it. Hardys want more than just surface-level storytelling. They want character development so rich you could bottle it and sell it as maple syrup. Elizabeth and Lucas? That saga needs proper resolution. Fans have been through enough emotional whiplash with their relationship, so if we're committing to Nathan now, let's go all in. No more teasing, no more interruptions from over-enthusiastic side characters dragging Elizabeth into some mercantile nonsense when she and Nathan are clearly having a moment. Nathan has been in the romantic background for too long, and now that he and Elizabeth are officially a thing, viewers want stolen kisses, secret rendezvous, and enough romance to make Jane Austen herself blush. The honeymoon phase better be front and center, or expect Hardys to riot in the most polite, candlelit way possible. Then there's Rosemary, Hope Valley's very own human megaphone. She's a fan favorite, but maybe this season she gets her own drama that doesn't involve inserting herself into everyone else's love life. Character arcs should feel natural, not like a soap opera writer suddenly remembered someone exists and threw them a dramatic subplot. Hope Valley thrives on new arrivals. Every season, someone rolls into town with a suitcase full of secrets, and fans eat it up. Season 13 needs fresh blood, preferably someone with a mysterious past, a charming smile, and just enough edge to shake things up. Maybe a new business rival for Lucas, a long-lost relative for Elizabeth, a wandering outlaw with a heart of gold, anything that keeps things interesting. Hope Valley has too many dangling plot threads, and it's time to sew them up before the entire town trips over them. What's the deal with the business ventures that keep getting hinted at but never fully realized? Is the town going to expand? What's next for the school, the saloon, the ever-growing number of orphan children who somehow keep ending up in Elizabeth's classroom? The town itself is a character, and it's due for some updates. More infrastructure, bigger events, something that shows time is passing. If Hope Valley is the idealized small town everyone wishes they could move to, let's see it evolve in a way that makes sense. Give us more community moments, more traditions, and maybe, just maybe, an event that doesn't involve a mild disaster 5 minutes before the big moment. Look, no one's expecting a history lesson here, but one of the reasons Hardys love this show is that it gives a cozy, semi-believable window into early 20th century life. The charm comes from feeling like we're stepping into a different time without modern distractions. So while we don't need every little thing to be textbook accurate, it'd be nice if Season 13 keeps up that sense of authenticity. Give us old-school romance, period-appropriate conflicts, and a little less 21st century dialogue sneaking in when characters are supposed to be living in the early 1900s. But don't mistake comfort for stagnation. Season 12 digs deep into the push and pull between past and present. Legacy isn't just a concept here, it's a living, breathing force that shapes every character's decisions. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Jack. No, not little Jack, Big Jack. The shadow he casts over Elizabeth and Nathan is about as subtle as a Mountie in full uniform at a tea party. Nathan spent the past few seasons doing the emotional equivalent of trying to dance around a pothole, always aware of Jack's presence, but never quite sure how to step forward without stumbling. Meanwhile, Elizabeth's heart is caught between honoring the past and embracing the new possibility of something new. And then there's little Jack, who's just trying to figure out where he fits into all of this while navigating the wild, treacherous world of school. Forget romance. Have you seen the way kids size each other up on the first day of class? That's the real battlefield. Jack's Commissioner's Medal isn't just some shiny prop to gather dust on a shelf. It's a symbol of bravery, of love, of the weight of history pressing down on the present. When that medal is revealed, it's not just a tribute, it's a challenge. How do you honor the past without letting it define your future? For Nathan, it's a reminder that no matter how much he steps up, he'll always be compared to a legend. For Elizabeth, it's another layer of emotional complexity she didn't ask for, but has to navigate. And for little Jack, it's a piece of his father he never got to know, suddenly made tangible. At its heart, Season 12 is about mentorship, morality, and the long game of shaping the next generation. Elizabeth isn't just a teacher, she's a guide, a steady hand in a world that's constantly shifting. Nathan isn't just a Mountie, he's stepping into a role that extends beyond duty, into fatherhood, mentorship, and figuring out what it means to truly lead. Hope Valley thrives on connection. The community lifts each other up, passes down wisdom, and proves that legacy isn't just about looking back, it's about paving the way forward. Whether it's through the friendships, the love stories, or the small moments of kindness, the show continues to remind us that resilience and hope aren't just plot points, they're a way of life. Season 12 doesn't rely on shock value or flashy twists. It trusts that we're here for the characters, for the slow and meaningful evolution of their lives. The emotional stakes are high, even if they aren't wrapped in scandal or spectacle. And that's why When Calls the Heart works. This season's strength is in its subtlety. There's no over-the-top drama, no forced conflicts, just people dealing with life, and that's what makes it so engaging. Leland's dream of turning part of Hope Valley into a national park isn't just a plotline, it's a modern debate in period clothing. Growth versus preservation, the future versus the past. And of course, Rosemary is right there with her concerns about how this will affect their family, because what's a dream worth if it comes at the cost of home? Then there's Oliver, the new guy in town. And you know how it goes, new blood shakes things up. He's not just here to fill space. His arrival stirs the pot, challenges the status quo, and forces the community to adjust. This mirrors what happens in real life when someone new joins a tight-knit group. Will he fit in? Will he change things too much? That's what makes his storyline worth watching. One of the reasons When Calls the Heart still works in Season 12 is because it understands its audience. It doesn't try to be something it's not. There's no sudden shift into dark, gritty storytelling or unnecessary shock value. Instead, it leans into what it does best: heartfelt storytelling, strong character development, and themes of love, legacy, and belonging. It knows its strengths and plays to them beautifully. Now, let's talk about the pacing. If you're looking for a fast-moving show where major twists happen every other episode, you're in the wrong place. This show is a slow burn. Some might call it comfortably paced, while others might say, hurry up already. It all depends on what you're here for. Longtime fans, you're probably fine with it. Newcomers, you might need to adjust. Another thing, while the show thrives on consistency, it can also feel a little too familiar. Some storylines echo past seasons, and if you've been watching from the start, you might get a sense of déjà vu. That's not necessarily a deal breaker, it's just part of the package. But here's the real magic of When Calls the Heart. It's a reminder that in a chaotic world, kindness still matters. Community matters. The relationships we build, the legacies we leave, and the love we share, those are the things that count. Season 12 doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it does reinforce why people keep coming back to Hope Valley. Season 12 perfectly balances emotional depth and character growth, offering a reassuring narrative that resonates today. Its commitment to the themes of legacy, mentorship, and community shines through, luring both old and new viewers into its heartwarming world. The gentle storytelling and believable problems remind us how powerful it is to connect with other people. This series continues to reflect our values movingly, making it a beloved part of modern TV. The character development is strong, the themes of love and mentorship feel genuine, and the emotional depth is consistent. The cinematography is beautiful, capturing the charm of Hope Valley in a way that makes you want to pack your bags and move there. That being said, some plot lines may feel repetitive to longtime viewers, and the pacing can occasionally slow down, making it less engaging for those looking for constant excitement. The reliance on traditional storytelling conventions means it might not appeal to audiences looking for something groundbreaking. But for those who appreciate heartfelt storytelling, it's exactly what they want. If you loved this show before, you'll love it now. If you're new, you'll either get hooked or wonder why everyone's so obsessed with a town where people actually talk about their problems instead of throwing plates. Either way, Season 12 proves that good storytelling doesn't need to be flashy, it just needs to be honest. If you're as excited as we are, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Drop your predictions in the comments. What do you want to see in Season 13? Let's talk all things Hope Valley.